At the end of World War I, the United States Army of 1 million troops reverted back to a peacetime establishment. Louis E. Nye, a native of Dauphin County, had worked with horses on his grandfather's farm and enlisted in 1928 as a cavalryman to continue to work with the animals he loved.
That's the reason I joined the Army, the horses. My best friend, I could talk to him.
He was sent to Fort Riley, Kansas for basic training, and then assigned to the 3rd Cavalry Regiment at Fort Myer, Virginia. There, when not training or riding, which occupied most of his time, he participated in military funerals at Arlington National Cemetery. He returned to Fort Riley and served as a riding instructor for 2 years. With his Montana peak cap and chin strap, he was the epitome of the United States cavalryman. He rose through the ranks from private to sergeant major and became the senior non-commissioned officer of the 3rd Cavalry Regiment. The age of mechanization saw the evolution of an army dependent on horses and mules for transportation to one equipped with trucks, tanks, scout cars, jeeps, and motorcycles.
Armored cars, motorcycles, yeah.
And how did you like working with that?
I didn't like it.
The United States Cavalry was first conceived by General George Washington during the American Revolution, when he authorized the formation of 6 regiments of Continental Dragoons. By 1942, the United States Cavalry reached its zenith in equitation, communications, firepower, and tactics. Its veterinary care and treatment of its horses was more efficient and humane than at any time during the United States Cavalry's history. However, the War Department decided that to fight a Second World War, the United States Cavalry would need steel, not steeds. Cavalry regiments that had not already mechanized were ordered to turn in their horses at Army depots countrywide.
We took my horse away to keep out of the railroad. I cried all night because he was my friend. He was my friend.
As World War II began, Louis Nye transitioned into the Signal Corps and ultimately rose to the rank of Chief Warrant Officer 4. He served a long and full career in the United States Army, finally retiring in 1961. In April 2010, Mr. Nye had the rare opportunity to interact with today's caisson platoon soldiers who perform military burial details at Arlington National Cemetery, much like he performed back in the 1930s. Mr. Nye long maintained a strong yearning to be back in the saddle. On his 100th birthday this past July, he received his wish.
He said, you think you can ride these horses? I said, yes, I can ride them. And I had a little trouble getting on him because of my age. Like an old man, you know. And but they helped me get him. And then I didn't want to go off at it.
Yeah.
When I started to talk to him, he understood me. I like I always said, if I feel bad, have a bad day, you still feel good. I like to get to where there's a horse. I talk to him, tell him all that. I like horses. They'll do anything for you, just like a person. They're real.
They'll do anything for you.
Yes, sir.
The horse-mounted United States Cavalry is now but a distant memory for most, but not to the old horse cavalry soldier, not to men like Louis Nye. The United States Army Heritage and Education Center salutes Chief Warrant Officer 4 Louis E. Nye, one of the last of the American horse cavalrymen.
It was a long time ago, but I enjoyed it. Whenever I get around a horse, I don't care who it is.
His story and others from the interwar period between World Wars I and II are preserved at the United States Army Heritage and Education Center. Their legacy will endure for generations. Their service will not be forgotten.